Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we're going to be reading What Benefits Did You Notice After Losing Weight? Consider leaving a like and subscribing if you enjoy. From 280 to 180. When I smile, people always smile back now. Random strangers stare at me, not really a benefit, but whatever, and tips are way better at the bar I work at. I'm a cool mom again. I could tell our 13-year-old was embarrassed to claim me. He never flat out said or did anything, but I could tell he was rushing public interactions, etc. He doesn't do that anymore. I went from 197 to 152. I'm a 5'2" female, so it made a big difference, and I'm still losing. He's pretty proud of me. Also, I enjoy running around with the little ones again. They are 7 and 5. We all around have more fun as a family. I lost a significant chunk of weight this past year. The feeling of putting on any outfit I want and not instantly thinking I look horrible is amazing. The fact that I can go shopping and try things on now without getting upset with myself is so relieving. People have started treating me much differently as well though, so I'm not sure if that's a benefit. Absolutely this. I lost about 10 kilograms from overweight to normal weight, and the psychological effect has been amazing. Now I don't instinctively breathe in whenever I try anything on. Clothes are more comfortable and I feel better about myself whenever I catch myself in the mirror. Also, I look way better in photos now. The weight melted off and left behind those beastly calves. Being fat made my legs crazy strong. My arms were meh, but my legs were works of art after I lost weight. Damn, my legs got skinny as frig. Looks like I have 2 pencils for legs. So much more energy. I didn't feel tired just sitting around all day, and actually felt like I had the drive to take on whatever extracurriculars I felt like doing at night or on the weekend. You know that I'm tired. Maybe I shouldn't go see/do that. That person is now gone. People completely underestimate or don't realize losing weight and the effect on chronic pain, whether back, legs, shoulder, almost anything. I was going to the chiropractor on a regular basis, each time with a different set of problems, knees, lower back, etc. Asked him what I could do about the pain. Lose some belly fat? He told me in a nice way. My pain has gone way down since losing those 80 pounds. After going from 225 to 160 pounds, the biggest benefit I saw was how much less brain fog I had and how much quicker I felt I could think. I could never concentrate well before, but now I swear it's like some switch turned on which allows me to pay attention so much better. Also, people are way nicer to you. People are nicer to me. I can support my weight on my wrists without it causing injury. I don't have to wear shorts under my skirts to prevent chafing, and I can easily squat and stand up quickly without using my hands. Not chafing or minimal chafing is the greatest gift of weight loss. I used to never want to go anywhere in the summer because it would happen so easily and then I'd be miserable the rest of the day. Yes, this really stuck out to me. I used to never need Spanx or the like under my skirts or dresses for chafing, and then at some point I'd gained enough weight that it hurt to walk without cover. I had the weight before I started my office job where I live in skirts and dresses in the heat and needed to wear something underneath every day. I can't wait to lose enough weight again where it's not a problem. I sleep better. Never had sleep apnea, tested twice, but did have excess fat around my neck that made breathing more difficult than it is now that I have a neck. I'm less tired all the time. Moving 200 pounds around all day is less physically tiring than moving 400. I hurt less. My knees are frigged for life, but less weight on them means that they hurt less. My back doesn't hurt anymore. The trapped nerves that made my hip numb work themselves free. My social anxiety is vastly improved, as is my depression. I never really knew how tied to my weight loss they both are. Daily life is just all around better and easier. I can slip through a crowd a lot easier. Before I lost weight, I was always saying, "Sorry, excuse me," as I bumped my way through a crowd. Now it's a lot easier to get through. I definitely never thought about that benefit of losing weight. I went from 270 to 155 pounds, and now I'm up to 172. I'm in my mid-20s now. I just feel that more people treat me with more respect that I don't have to gain. When I was bigger, I think people thought that they could shove me around, but now that I'm fitter, I think they assume that I have a better work ethic and thus respect me immediately. It's a little thing, but it's very helpful. My breasts don't bounce after I go downstairs. My pants don't pinch my belly. I fill up faster. I don't get tired as easily. And my wife says I look good when I'm naked. 350 pounds to 225. I can put on my underwear, pants, or shoes without needing to brace myself for balance. Seatbelts are more comfortable. Cuddling my kid is more comfortable. Chairs everywhere are more comfortable. Realizing that exercise difficulties were not about stamina or fortitude at all, but simply the volume of weight being hauled with every movement. Overall body aches have decreased drastically, and people are more physically affectionate with me. Unlike the gripers in the "What do you hate" posts, I love hugs and touches from pretty much everybody all the time. Plantar fasciitis is gone, random knee pain is gone. I can do so much at the gym because I more or less still have the same muscle as when I was 50 pounds heavier. I can do push-ups on my toes, plural of them. Clothes. I can go into any store and find something in my size, and when I try them on, I can objectively say that an outfit isn't flattering, rather than just shoving any clothes around my body because they're my size. Random odd things. When I was heavier, I was used to being invisible and compensated by being extra friendly. Now that I'm thinner, I'm still friendly and everybody thinks I'm flirting. Being thin does not make you pretty, sigh. Extra skin. I don't have a ton, but it's there and it sucks. I'm terrified of regaining the weight. People treated me better. Not only did the quality and the quantity of my intimate relationships improve, people began to treat me better in the platonic sense too. When I was overweight, women were indifferent, dismissive, or even outright derisive and rude. Men were patronizing and domineering. When I lost the weight, women were friendly and flirty. Men treated me with respect and genuine camaraderie. 168 to 125 pounds. I'm a very short woman, so this was a major difference. Could still lose more. The biggest difference is being able to breathe when falling asleep without taking tons of deep breaths, and my heart rate is slower at rest. I also measure my fitness level informally by my recovery time. When I was fat and going up 4 flights of stairs, I needed at least a few minutes to breathe heavily and recover. Now, even though I'm not fit, just thin, I need to recover, but it only takes a few seconds. Lost a lot of weight on keto. The best benefit for me was the major decrease in anxiety. I sleep so well now and have a ton of energy throughout the day. My emotions are stable and I am clear-minded for what feels like the first time in my life. Also, the self-awareness I gained is so useful. I now know my body and what makes it feel good and bad. Good, healthy fats and meats. Bad, sugar. Moving is a lot easier. I went from around 250 pounds to 200 pounds while also working out. I no longer groan and strain while getting out of chairs. Even at my weight, I feel light and more agile on my feet. Stairs no longer make me out of breath, and I can support my body weight with my arms, which can make moving around awkward environments easier. My work involves small amounts of climbing and squeezing through small spaces. And no one told me that losing weight and getting fitter would be so freeing when it comes to moving about. I lost 40 pounds over 3 months. Here are some of the benefits that I've experienced. I've now kept it off over 2 years. More energy and not as sluggish, sleep much better and throughout the night, generally am happier and more patient, felt like a high school boy again below the belt, healthier looking skin, more confident, people seem to be nicer to me. I'm 16 years of age and started to lose weight last year after attending the school gym. Started October of 2017. Something that actually caught me off guard was how I was more attractive to the opposite gender now, and I was pretty happy to see how that turned out. However, this is something that's still a little saddening to me, and that's how you can't really work out or exercise your social skills as easily as you can your physical appearance. I always thought to myself as an awkward 14-year-old that once I'm fit and attractive, I'll no longer be awkward or dumb. But the truth is, you still feel insecure and ugly in a way. I just kind of got all my emotional and social problems and mushed them into this giant thing or problem I can fight if I can just do this or that, and all my problems will go away. But turns out it's a lot more complicated than that. I don't know, maybe it's just me being a dumb kid. It's just sad when someone has high expectations of me when they judge me based off of my appearance, only for me to disappoint them when I open my mouth. And that brings us to the end, narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more stories. Also, because it's getting harder to get my videos out to you on YouTube, make sure to click the bell icon below and turn on all notifications for the channel. That way you won't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. This has been your host, Luke Narwhal, and until next time, have a good one, narwhals.